Hi there, it's Diana, clinical counselor from the Kawartha Sexual Assault Center. I'm bringing you outside today for our self-compassion break. These short videos we're offering as opportunities to reflect on and try some brief practices in self-compassion. As you know, we've been working with this deck, the self-compassion deck, written by Willard, Mitch, Abblett, and Desmond. And the card that I picked today was very appropriate today because it's titled Watering the Flowers. And we've had some really hot weather in Peterborough with not any rain in such a long time. So watering my flowers is something I've been doing pretty much every day. And you can probably see here, I don't know if you can see, that my pansies in particular are in need of some water. They're starting to droop. The things over here are a little bit more drought tolerant, so they're not quite as desperate for the water. But definitely a theme of my life right now, watering my flowers. So this card says, watering the flowers. Name 3 things that you like about yourself. Notice how receiving recognition makes them that much stronger. So interesting for me, I think about how often people will say that they talk to their plants. Like if you know a gardener or somebody who has a lot of houseplants, they'll say how they talk to them and encourage them. And it's funny how we know that that can help even with plants or with children in our lives or with a friend or with our companion animals, that we would say encouraging things to them to kind of help them along. But how often do we actually say those encouraging things to ourselves? And so this practice here is about actually saying something positive towards yourself and then noticing what the reaction is. So again, the suggestion is to name 3 things that you like about yourself and notice how receiving recognition makes them that much stronger. So I'm going to give you a moment to try and do this practice right now. So thinking of 3 things, and you can name them out loud or say them inside, whatever works for you. And take a minute and notice how that felt for you to say those things that you like about yourself. The one thing that came up for me as I was thinking about this card was I was thinking about how I actually feel good about the way in which I take care of my plants, and that's something that's fairly new in my life, to have a garden and a lot of house plants. And I was thinking about how much joy I get out of that activity, and also, you know, that recognizing that that's important to me and that I'm actually doing a pretty good job at it makes me feel pretty good about things. I also think sometimes these cards oversimplify a little bit, and sometimes when we start these self-compassion practices and try to direct positive thoughts towards ourselves, sometimes that can feel a little uncomfortable. And I think there's lots of different reasons for different people why that might be. So I just encourage you that if this practice made you feel a little bit uncomfortable, to just meet that with compassion and kindness to yourself as well. But maybe still keep trying the practice, because maybe you'll find that it might shift over time as you give yourself the opportunity to explore and experiment with sending yourself some positive thoughts or feelings. So that's our self-compassion break for today. I hope you found it helpful. I'm going to go out now with one last view if you'd like to admire my pretty flowers while I'm watering the flowers.